And I'm just going to share with you a few things I've learned along the way, because I've been through some storms. Anybody ever been through a storm? And anybody in a storm right now? Yeah, but there's some things that we can do in the storm to weather the storm and come out victorious. All the time I found out how to weather the storms of life. And so let me give you just 4 things you need to know if you're going to weather the storms of life. If you're going to weather the storms of life, these are just 4 things that you're going to need to know. Start in Mark chapter 6. You're going to want to write these down. Mark chapter 6, there's a story of the disciples here who were instructed to go to the other side. We find that in Mark chapter 4, they were told the same thing, to go to the other side. But in Mark chapter 4, when they were in the boat, the storm came, things got difficult, and they panicked. And they quit right where they were at. In Mark chapter 6, storm comes, same things. This time, they kept rowing to their destination. They kept going until they got there. It was a picture of diligence as they continued forward. Number 1, if you're going to make it through the storms of life, you're going to have to keep on rowing. Keep on rowing. Say, don't stop rowing. Mark chapter 6, verse number 48 through 51. You can read right there. And you'll find that their discipline, consistency to hold the course paid off. Your discipline, consistency to hold the course. No matter what the waves look like, no matter which way the wind's blowing you, no matter what the storm looks like, I know I'm going to be victorious. I know I'm going to make it through. I'm not going to stop rowing. Look at someone next to you and say, don't quit. Yeah, so many people give up. They give up in the middle of the storm. Do not quit. Whatever you do, don't quit. You have the power to change. You have the power to make some different decisions, to set into motion the lifestyle of a champion. You do not have to fail in life. You can succeed. You do not have to fail in life. A lot of times people call me a motivational speaker. And I say, well, there's no such thing as a motivational speaker. They said, well, you are one. I said, no, I'm not. No such thing. Well, what about this person? What about that person? I said, they can call themselves that, but I cannot motivate you. No matter how hard I try, I can inspire you. I can be an inspirational speaker. Can't be a motivational speaker. Because the only person that can motivate you is you. You are going to have to learn how to motivate yourself. I can't be there in the morning. Come on, get up. Come on, we got to go. No, you got to learn to motivate yourself. David, I love David. He's one of my favorite people in the Bible because I'm into success. And David, remember David killed Goliath and cut his head off. And I like David because he was the first person to really get ahead in life. But David had learned to encourage himself. It says that the people spake of stoning him. They were getting ready to stone David. It said, but David encouraged himself in the Lord. Think about that. What would you do if a bunch of people had rocks getting ready to throw at you? How would you encourage yourself? You got to be pretty good at encouraging and motivating yourself. They're getting ready to throw rocks. This won't hurt that bad.